Like Galilee, written and read by Sister Michelle Watson. When my in-laws visited Israel in 2020, they brought us back 2 wooden pipes, a framed print, a pair of pretty ceramic mugs, and a slew of fun facts. One of those fun facts stuck with me, and I'd like to share it with you. If you've spent time in the Bible, then you've probably heard of the Sea of Galilee and the Dead Sea. These 2 major bodies of water are connected and fed by the Jordan River. They aren't far apart, only 100 miles or so. Despite these few similarities, the 2 lakes couldn't be more different. The Sea of Galilee is filled with fresh water and abundant life, including many species of fish and plants. The surrounding land is fertile and rich for crops. This is where Peter experienced those 2 miraculous catches of fish. On the other hand, the Dead Sea is so salty that no life can survive. It's 10 times saltier than the ocean. It also happens to have the lowest land elevation point on the planet. You may have seen pictures of the huge white salt deposits emerging from the water. Why are the 2 lakes so different? Why is one dead and the other alive? Here's why. The Sea of Galilee has an outlet, and the Dead Sea doesn't. Water flows into Galilee from the Jordan and flows back out. That exchange keeps the water fresh and fit for life. The Dead Sea has no outlet. It's merely a container. As a result, the minerals accumulate and saturate the water to the point where it can't sustain life. I'm not saying that the Dead Sea is useless. It does provide a lot of useful salt. But if you look at it as a spiritual analogy, these 2 lakes paint a picture of 2 ways I can approach life. I can choose to live like the Dead Sea, accumulating material possessions, skills, life experiences, and the blessings of God, but hanging on to them, never giving back or sharing the abundance that I've received. When I don't give, I run the risk of spiritual stagnation. My thoughts turn inward, and I think more of myself than of others. You may think that focusing more on myself would make me happy and fulfilled, but it only makes me feel heavy-laden. I tighten my grip on what I have, but that only increases my stress. In the end, my spiritual pathways calcify, and the Holy Spirit can't break through. It reminds me of the scriptures that talk about the hardening of the heart. On the other hand, I can choose to live like the Sea of Galilee, freely receiving and freely giving all of life's blessings. With this mindset, I realize that possessions come and go, and my true treasure is in heaven. If I acquire skills, then I should apply them to the work of the Lord. When I do, I experience the joy of being used as an instrument in God's hands. I realize that my life experiences aren't just for me, and I repeat the stories of God's goodness to others who need to see a spark of light in the darkness. By adopting this outlet mentality, I am happier and more fulfilled. I learn to embrace change rather than fear it. I feel like my life matters because it's connected to others. I realize that I am not alone, and that I am a beautiful thread in a breathtaking tapestry that God is weaving for the good of all people, for all ages of time. So, as I continue to grow in the Lord, I hope that I can emulate the Sea of Galilee and learn to live with an outlet.